With so many skins to choose from in Fortnite, it's hard to know which ones are rarer than others. A lot of factors contribute to the rarity of an item in Fortnite, including its cost, availability, and difficulty to unlock. With Epic Games' handling of the Ghoul Trooper skin, we're holding on to our OG items as tight as we can, because they might not be OG for much longer. But before we get into all the OG Fortnite skins and items that less than 1% of all players own, subscribe to CBR and ring that bell to join our notification squad so you never miss any of our Fortnite videos. With Epic Games re-releasing the Ghoul Trooper skin, plenty of us Fortnite players are mad, angry, and not having any of it. It was an OG skin that was supposed to be ultra rare and stay that way forever. Let's face it, the more rare an item is, the more special we feel as players. So of course the community feels like Epic Games stripped them of that opportunity to continue to be a special snowflake. Nothing wrong with being a special snowflake, it's a great feeling, but we lost it now. Sure, maybe Epic Games did this because they knew how rare the Ghoul Trooper skin was and knew it would sell like hotcakes, so it was an easy cash out. But while this makes a lot of sense, we wouldn't go that far. Anything Epic Games puts up in the item shop will sell like crazy due to the sheer amount of players who play the game each and every day. But don't fear, fellow OG players, there are still plenty of items you have in your inventory that are even rarer than the Ghoul Trooper skin and will never be released again. If you go all the way back to Season 1, things were much different then. Not only was the map so small, barren, and full of greenery, but as you can see in this clip by Mr. Chaptastic, the item shop was called the Season Shop and only had 4 items available for purchase. Each of these items were locked until you got to a certain tier. Once you reached a specific tier, the item will unlock, but you'll still need to spend some V-Bucks to purchase the item. This combination of leveling up and spending V-Bucks to unlock items meant you had to not only grind your way to a specific tier, you had to spend real money if you wanted to get your hands on any of them. So let's take a look at each of these 4 items from Season 1 that may be the only OG items left in the game. At Tier 5, you unlock the Aerial Assault 1 glider, which costed 500 V-Bucks. If we're being honest, it's not the nicest looking glider we've ever seen. It has that army camo with some nice orange accents, but compared to some of the launchers we've seen in the game today, it's nothing special at all. We're sure you would agree, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it's one of the rarest gliders in the game. This item is so rare, we don't even have footage to show you it in action because less than 1% of players have it. That being said, if you're among the 1% of players who have this bad boy in your inventory, people will know you've been playing since day 1, and they might just show their appreciation with a nice slow clap emote. Hey, don't judge them, maybe that's the best they can do. At Tier 15, you'd unlock the Aerial Assault Trooper skin, which will set you back 1,200 V-Bucks, but we feel like it was totally worth it. As you can see in this clip by MB Games, where he earns a 12-kill victory royale, this skin has similar colors to the Aerial Assault one and looks pretty good. While just like the glider, it isn't as intricate as newer skins are, the Aerial Assault Trooper is beautiful in its simplicity. Many skins coming out today still follow the model set by the Aerial Assault Trooper, with the leg armor, the armband around the right arm, and the right shoulder tattoo, so it's safe to say it was a trendsetter back in the day. If you grinded your way up to Tier 20, you'd unlock the Renegade Raider skin, which, despite also costing only 1,200 V-Bucks, is even more rare than the Aerial Assault Trooper skin since, well, you needed to be at a higher tier to unlock it. It's harder to unlock, so it's going to be rarer. Duh. Showcased in this clip by Canthy, the Renegade Raider is easily the rarest skin in the entire game. It's never been re-released and requires a tremendous amount of grinding to unlock, and that's even before you dish out 1,200 V-Bucks. Again, it follows a similar style to that of the Aerial Assault Trooper, but this one has the same iconic shoulder tattoo we see on the default skin. The Aerial Assault Trooper skin will impress players, but the Renegade Raider will make their jaws drop. If you really want to impress your friends, then you better hope you have Raider's Revenge in your inventory as well. This harvesting tool was unlocked at Tier 35 and cost a whopping 15 1,500 V-Bucks, which will set you back a whole lot of real-life dollars. We're not ones for spending a ton of actual money on in-game cosmetics, but we had a hunch that Fortnite was going to be huge, and decided to splurge on all of these items. Yup, you bet we have an account in the office where we purchased every OG Fortnite item known to man. We're definitely putting our money to good use. If you bought any of these Fortnite items, consider yourself in the top 1%. Everyone wants what you have and you're a true OG. But it doesn't stop there. Believe it or not, these actually weren't the only items available for purchase in Season 1. Oh no. We even have the ultra rare Mako glider, shown in this clip by Pro G, available for purchase for 500 V-Bucks. It didn't matter what tier you were at, as long as you had 500 V-Bucks, you could buy the glider at any time. We love the bomber look of the wings, and it's much different than the good old Aerial Assault 1 glider, which gave players some variety way back when. The Mako glider must have sold well for Epic Games, because this glider set the stage for the season shop to turn into the item shop, where you didn't need to reach a certain tier to buy certain items. They got rid of grinding and focused on those sweet V-Bucks, and we thank them for it. Not only did it help us as consumers, but it helped them make more money than they already were. Who knew that a glider would be partially responsible for the item shop we have today? Nonetheless, this item shop opened up a world of opportunity and allowed us to spend cash on some dope items. Halloween season was just on the horizon, so Fortnite decided to go with the whole Fortnitemares event and released plenty of Halloween-themed skins. This was before back blings existed, but we got some awesome Halloween skins and harvesting tools like the Skull Trooper, Ghoul Trooper, and Reaper Pickaxe. We all know what happened to the Skull Trooper, but the Ghoul Trooper and Reaper Pickaxe are still ultra rare items to this day, unless they get re-released before this video is published, which is definitely a possibility. Now, if you read closely into the Fortnitemares poems that Fortnite keeps sending us through the mobile app and their social media pages, you'll notice some eerie hints that make it sound like the Ghoul Trooper is coming back. Our friend Canthy shows us the Ghoul Trooper skin and the Reaper Pickaxe in this gameplay, and man, is it a nice combination. The skin is a good mix of colorful and creepy, which is something Fortnite seems to have down pat. The entire Fortnite Battle Royale map is both colorful and creepy, so copying that for their skins is no thing but a chicken wang. Does anyone even say that anymore? Anyway, back to the point, re-releasing the Ghoul Trooper and Reaper items would make a lot of sense from a business standpoint, but considering how the community reacted to the Skull Trooper, maybe Epic Games will think twice this time. That being said, the Skull Trooper re-release did give owners of the OG Skull Trooper the option to add a purple hue, and it was released alongside a new female version of the skin known as Skull Ranger, which is a pretty badass skin in its own right. While all of us want our OG skins to stay ultra rare so no one else can get their hands on it, Epic Games seems to be taking things in a different direction. Do you guys remember the gifting feature Epic Games is supposedly working on, but hasn't gained much traction after nearly 2 seasons? Well, this is proof that Epic Games is looking to expand their money-making machine and give players the ability to gift items to those who either can't or don't want to splurge on some in-game cosmetics. Now, we most likely won't be able to gift skins we already own, but there will be an option to gift it to a friend after buying it. This means that if future OG skins get re-released once the gifting feature is in place, even more players will get their hands on them than usual. This explains why it's safe to expect the same treatment with the Ghoul Trooper skin as with the Skull Trooper skin. Don't be surprised if owners of the OG Ghoul Trooper skin get a new color option, while a male version of the skin is released alongside it. If the male skin is called Ghoul Ranger, that would just be a ridiculous lack of creativity, so we expect something better from Epic Games. The Ghoul Trooper was 300 V-Bucks more expensive than the Skull Trooper back in the day, so it would be interesting to see if this happens again in Season 6. We're also very curious as to what they'll do with the Reaper harvesting tool. If it gets re-released and has a special edition for those who already purchased the OG Reaper Pickaxe, what would the change be? Would it just be a color change, or will the harvesting tool look completely different? We have no idea, but we hope it becomes an all-black ghost of a pickaxe with a creepy sound effect when you harvest materials. That would look and sound amazing. Essentially, what we're saying is that the Season 1 Fortnite items seem pretty safe to never be re-released. They'll remain OG and stay OG for the rest of eternity because, think about it, if the Ghoul Trooper skin caused an absolute uproar among the Fortnite community, imagine what re-releasing the classic Season 1 items would do. It would definitely start a riot in Tilted Towers, that's for sure. While Epic Games is always looking for ways to make more money, they're not EA, and they've always taken our considerations to heart. So Epic, if you're watching this, please never re-release the Season 1 skins, we beg you. For those of you still holding on to your Ghoul Trooper and Reaper items, well, it looks like time is running out on those being ultra rare and OG. But if we can get through Halloween without them hitting the item shop, we should be safe. Until Halloween 2019, that is. But that's a year away, so no need to worry about that just yet. But we're worrying about it. Oh, you better believe we're already getting anxiety about Halloween 2019, and Halloween 2018 isn't even over. Oh, it's a Fort nightmare we just can't seem to wake up from. Looking into the future though, the next big holiday is Christmas. And hey, this sounds familiar. There were skins that were only released around Christmas time and never seen in the item shop again. Even though we seriously thought it would happen, Christmas in July never made it to the Fortnite item shop. So we may just be seeing the ultra rare Crackshot, Merry Marauder, Candy Cane, and many more items make a return this holiday season and anger even more of us die-hard Fortnite gamers. If that happens, it definitely won't be the most wonderful time of the year for us. That being said, if the rest of the Halloween items get re-released along with the Christmas items, is it really that bad? What's wrong with having 5 truly OG items that only those who played Fortnite from day one will have in their inventory? Isn't the definition of ultra rare something that's nearly impossible to get your hands on? In a game with hundreds of different items to choose from, the fact that there are only 5 in the entire game that are considered ultra rare OG items is pretty awesome to us. But remember when we said we had all of the items in our account? Well, we lied. We only started playing in Season 2, so we'll never be able to get our hands on the awesome Fortnite Season 1 swag. No Aerial Assault 1, Aerial Assault Trooper, Renegade Raider, Raider's Revenge, or Mako for us. That's why we're holding on to our Halloween and Christmas items for dear life. Yup, we've secretly been wishing Season 1 items get re-released, but it's time to face the truth. It'll never happen. And those OG items are safe. For now. Those were the only OG Fortnite skins and items left in the Battle Royale. Do you own any of these skins? Do you want them to be re-released? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to CBR for more Fortnite videos like this one. Thanks for watching.